From the Blue Cross Arena in downtown Rochester, New York, the Section 5 Broadcast Network proudly welcomes you to this great matchup we have here today. It's the 4th seed, the Redjackets of Monroe, taking on the 3rd seed, the Eagles of Wayne. Doug Kriego joining us on the call today. When you hear 3 versus 4, this actually feels right here, Doug. Monroe, so much talent on the team, and Wayne, a team that comes in as a 2-time champ. They're back here. It's a matchup also of contrasting styles here this afternoon.
You're right. Wayne likes to dictate the pace of the game with their defense. They play that well-known, vaunted 2-3 zone. They play it better than anybody in Section 5 and about as well as anybody you'll see it. And they try to dictate pace and make teams play in the half court with that zone. But don't be fooled. They can score the ball. They average 66 points a game. Monroe likes to play with a little more pace, use their athleticism a little more.
Let's listen in to the starting lineups.
For Wayne, a senior, number 1, Aiden Twist. For Monroe, a junior, number 2, Tajir Holmes. For Wayne, senior number 3, Malachi Good. For Monroe, a senior number 4, Jordan Reese. For Wayne, a junior, number 10, Jack Miles. For Monroe, a senior, number 10, Anthony Omegi. For Wayne, a sophomore, number 22, MJ Marvin. And for Monroe, a junior, number 14, Brian Walker. And the rest of the Monroe Redjackets and head coach Terrell Cunningham. For Wayne, a junior, number 30, Richard Miles. And the rest of the Eagles of Wayne and head coach Billy Thompson. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Class A championship game. If you're ready for a good one tonight, let me hear you. Are you ready? We got to do better than that, guys. Here we go, big one here. Are you ready? Let me hear you. Are you ready? Here.
Monroe 16-5 on the season. Wayne 19-3. One player to point out for Monroe, that's Brian Walker. Just got back from New York City where he was participating in a track meet, New York State track meet down in the city. So what dedication that he's back here in time to join his teammates. And as far as Wayne goes, Cameron Blankenberg no longer with the team, but Doug, how is this team able to come together without their top player from the last 2 years?
A lot of these players have been in the system. Coach Thompson's a great coach throughout the system and the basketball feeders in Wayne. So these kids have a mentality and buy into the system here, and you can plug them in, they'll go, and they're back again.
It'll be Walker tipping off against Twist. Twist, their leading scorer, averaging 22 points a game for the Wayne Eagles. Wayne in the white uniforms, Monroe in the black uniforms with the red numerals, as it'll be the Redjackets starting out as Jordan Reese on the right wing. Now they're going to have to solve this 2-3 zone that Wayne is going to throw at them, and that's one way to try to do it, go around. But the rebound by Wayne, it'll be our first look here at the Eagles on offense. It'll be Miles on the near side. On the far side, MJ Marvin nearly goes into the backcourt. Now it'll be Twist with it. Twist getting it over to Miles. Jack Miles, bounce pass, right side, feeding it down low. Twisting and turning back up top. This goes to Miles for 3. And the first points of the afternoon go to Wayne.
Yeah, big 3 by Richard Miles. You'll see him play low on the post and get dirty on the rebounds, but he will step out like he just did there and knock it down. That's something Monroe's going to have to deal with as the shooters of Wayne tonight.
And the defense collapsing around Anthony Omebe. So it's another opportunity here for Wayne, is driving right down the lane and putting it up at last sec. With the rebound coming down by Jordan Reese. Reese pushing it up the floor. 3-0 our early score as Reese getting it ahead. The putback attempt, no good. Another putback attempt. Here's a third try that won't go in. And finally, Wayne coming down with it. A couple looks there for Brian Walker. Couldn't get it to go.
Well, that's the sequence you want if you're Monroe. Get in transition, beat that zone down the court, crash the offensive boards. Had an opportunity there, just couldn't cash in.
Nice little stutter step from Aiden Twist. Putting it off the glass won't go. The rebound here by Monroe. They want to push it. They don't have the numbers, but nonetheless putting it up and in. That's Tajir Holmes, the junior, and it's 3-2. Twist taking it over the timeline as we are in the first quarter. Now at the foul line, he'll hand it back. And the giveaway, that simply slips out of Malachi Kuhn's hands. Coming the other direction, Monroe putting it up. The good defense collapsing around. That should be Monroe ball. It is, as we take another look here.
Yeah, this is the kick out, and MJ Marvin's a really good interior passer. That ball goes in, he finds his teammates and gets them open shots.
Marvin considered top defender here on this Wayne team. Wayne coming away with it. They've got the early 3-2 lead here in the Class A championship game from the Blue Cross. Aiden Twist, as Wayne will look at a man-to-man defense here predominantly today. Twist, the jumper from just inside three. Can't get it to go. The rebound underneath, once again by Reese. Navarian Patton, he's a junior. Getting it over to Reese. Reese can't get it go. The offensive board. And the second chance. Points is good. That's Jordan Reese from the outside. You want to give the credit to Anthony Omebe for keeping the play alive with the offensive board.
Well, that's one of the vulnerabilities of the zone. If you follow basketball, you know that's rebounding. Got a little bit of a good jump off the rim there, but quickly out to the open shooter, and he knocks it down. Not easy to shoot here at the Blue Cross Arena, but so far so good for both of these teams from the perimeter.
Yep, so Holmes getting that three, and it'll be Monroe with their first lead of the afternoon as Richard Miles will hand it off. Jack Miles now to the corner. This will go. The jumper off the back iron won't go. Rebound underneath. It'll be off the hands of Holmes. It'll remain Wayne basketball.
That was well defended. That's a bread and butter play for Wayne, and the athleticism, I didn't see who it was, of the Monroe defender was right on it on the catch and forced a tough shot.
Under 5 minutes to go here in the first. As the bounce pass now going over to the far corner. Here's the double team, sensing an opportunity and knocking it away will be Holmes. Holmes trying to go to the basket. Reverse layup won't go. And the rebound underneath by Jack Miles. Miles pushing it ahead as Wayne in transition, putting it up. And that won't go. This is more Monroe's game if they want to get it up and down here. So, as here will be the shot from the outside. That will not go by Patton. Wayne coming the other direction. Let's see if they slow it down. And, yeah, that's going to be a travel.
Yep. Referee right on top of it there. But you're right. Your comment about Monroe style, you know, they're going to want to play up and down and get up and down and speed Wayne up a little bit. You know, Wayne can get in transition and can score the balls, we said from the outset, but they, like you said, they don't want to get up and down with Monroe. They want to control the pace, make them play half court, and right now Monroe's doing what they want to do.
We talked to both head coaches. Terrell Cunningham said key for his team, speed them up. Bill Thompson, make this a half-court game. Yep. So two contrasting styles. We'll see which team sets the pace here.
Styles make fights, as they say, and we're going to have a fight here tonight.
Shot clock at 13, and this is a real half-court set here. And the shot will not go. The rebound underneath by Walker. The put back up and in. Jordan Reese with his first points of the afternoon. And Wayne will call timeout here.
30-second timeout.
And we'll keep it right here.
That was, you mentioned Jordan Reese on the offensive glass. Monroe's been effective on the offensive glass early, so that's why Coach Thompson called that timeout. And he said, you got to find a body and keep these guys off the boards. They're killing us. And Jordan Reese, you know, I was watching some film of him leading up to this game, and he's an impressive, you know, young player, 6'4". I know he's a senior, but, you know, he's got a great touch from outside, and you saw the length and athleticism on that play.
Wayne coming in on a 16-game winning streak, and you see 19-3. Well, how do they get off to the slow start? They went down the floor to and tested themselves and had a good experience, even though didn't come out victorious in 2 of those games, but certainly that's paying benefits here. 3:47 remaining here in the first quarter. Let's see how much pressure Monroe will come out with here. And not too much is the answer to that. See if they can get Twist involved here. Twist guarded by Patton, his number 1 counterpart. He'll hand it off. Here's Miles for 3. No good off the front iron. Rebound. Still being contested, getting tripped up, and that will result in a foul here. And our first foul of the afternoon will go against Wayne.
Fouls on Wayne's number 3, Malachi Kuhn. That's his first and the team's first.
You mentioned Navarion Patton, who's guarding Aiden Twist. Twist is a deadly shooter if you give him any time and space, but Patton is a tremendous on-ball defender, so a great point by you to watch that matchup, Patton versus Twist.
Patton, you can see him from up here because he's wearing the hot pink sneakers. Gets it over to the far side to Reese. Reese firing it in there, but that's going to be knocked away. That zone defense. Richard Miles with the breakup, and Wayne getting that ball back. Ball, it goes over the timeline. I'm going to say it was knocked away by Reese. And I'll allow the play continue for Wayne. Jack Miles, skip pass over there. Knocked away, and they will get the reach-in foul. And, Holmes thought he had it there. He had a lot of hardwood ahead of him.
He almost picked that off, but Wayne has got to adjust to the speed of Monroe. Here's a look at the last play here. You see him strip that out. Wayne did play Geneva in their last game, and Geneva is similar to Monroe, likes to get up and down, play with some pace. But Monroe actually is beating him for the punch here early, and Wayne's going to have to adjust to that.
Joel Balthaser, our fine director this afternoon here on the Section 5 Broadcast Network, serving up these replays. Miles between the circles. We should specify which Miles. It's Richard Miles now with a basket as they work it around. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Twist doesn't like it. Richard Miles at the left elbow. Kicks it back. Gets it back over to Kuhn. Kuhn finds the cutter down the lane, and then putting it up. Won't go by Jack Miles, but he's able to draw the foul. And we'll have our first trip to the charity stripe here for either team today. Jack Miles to shoot 2.
Yeah, nice job by Jack Miles. He's a fairly crafty player. He could shoot it from distance, but he can also put it on the deck and get to the rim. There he used a nice shot fake, get his defender up in the air, then draw the foul, and now he's got 2 free throws.
Foul was on Brian Walker, his first. And we mentioned how he was at a New York State track meet down in the city. He has 6 Division I offers at wide receiver. He is going to be playing on Saturdays. Not this coming year. Still a junior, but that's exciting stuff. As the first shot will be good. Miles to get another, and free throws count. Jack Miles 2 for 2 from the line. Holmes handing it back. Now at the foul line, in the paint, going down the lane will be Brian Walker.
Yeah, Walker no worse from the wear from that long ride today coming back from New York City. Those legs are still springy. Showed it there.
Yeah, you have a 5-hour car ride. Usually you're a little stiff there, but good to be young, I suppose.
Yeah, you and I would be doing something different right now, I think, if we had a 5-hour car ride for an activity.
Shot from the outside, and Wayne has to get back on defense. Here's Monroe pushing it up the floor. The push shot. Oh, they're going to call a block. No, they call the charge. What do they call here? I saw block, and then I saw the Wayne bench get up, and they're going to talk this over.
Yeah, they're going to talk it over here.
I think 2 different officials called 2 different things. You're going to see the official on the top maybe call the charge.
Yeah, it looked like a charge to me. He had
but then the official on the bottom says it's a block.
Yeah, look at the replay.
So watch the official on the bottom, watch the official on the top. They call it opposite. Wow.
Yeah.
All right, so
that looked like a charge to me.
They're going to take...
there is no replay review here in high school basketball, but Joel Balthaser had it fired up for us.
This is the right thing to do. Bring both coaches over, explain, hey, I saw it one way, and they're going to call it jump ball.
No foul, jump ball is the call. No foul, jump ball.
Well, that's
Yeah.
who's the Rex Chapman blocker charge? That's the ultimate we've had
Yes.
here so far in the Section 5 tournament.
Yeah, we saw that in the state championship last year, and what they did was they called a double foul. So different interpretations of the block charge going on, but nonetheless, we're heading the other way with Wayne.
Yeah, one of those I think you could have certainly called it either way. Is here will be the far side twist. Twist getting it over to Jack Miles. Miles twisting, turning, puts it up too short, and the rebound by Jordan Reese. Reese, baseball pass, sending it ahead, and then the rejection from behind. Oh, it's John Hardy. I thought he was getting ready to throw it down.
I think he thought he was getting ready to throw it down, too. Tremendous hustle by Miles, and we talk about athleticism. Look at the athleticism on Jack Miles to avoid the foul with the denial.
1:25 remaining here in the first quarter. Hardy looking back as this will be one of the few times this quarter we've had a half-court offense shot and then drawing 2 free throws coming up, as that's MJ Marvin committing the foul.
Yeah, that was a good call. Got into the shooter space. You want to contest those elbow jumpers, but you got to be careful.
So Brian Walker averaging 9 points per game entering today. He's got 2 so far. First free throw is good. He's one of 4 players that played on the state champion football team for head coach Terrell Cunningham. And not only the skills come over, but it's talking with Coach Cunningham, he's talking about the expectations that these players, these student athletes know they have putting on the colors of Monroe.
Absolutely great point. There's a culture in athletics at Monroe. Coach Cunningham, a huge part of that, and that culture carries over from the championship football season to a potential championship basketball season.
And we'll have another foul. So we're kind of whistle-free there for the first half of this quarter. We've had a few infractions. So it'll be the first on Hardy, 4th team foul. Bounce pass knocked away, and picking it up in the end. So the steal, give Walker the credit, pushing it up, and a steal in the other direction. Nice play there by Malachi Kuhn. Kuhn does not have the numbers, so wise for Wayne to slow this down. Monroe with the 11-5 lead here in the first. Handing it off, here's Twist. Twist, the little teardrop won't go. The rebound. Oh, and it goes off of the foot of Hardy, but in the end it'll be Monroe coming up with it. Now, they should hold for the last shot here. That's about a half-second differential.
Yep, sure they will. Got the lead. Don't force anything, nothing fancy. Get a shot up with a couple seconds left, and then crash the board, see if you can get a putback.
Lob pass. As we're down now to 10 seconds. Here's the feed off the glass that will not go. And Wayne's got to push it here, closing seconds. As in a little bit of trouble is Richard Miles. Half-court heave. He had more time. Puts it off the glass. Will not go.
That is the end of the first.
After one quarter, it's Monroe leading Wayne 11-5. This is the Class A championship game on the Section 5 Broadcast Network.
You're watching the Section 5 Broadcast Network. Produced by Varsity Media.
After you've been injured at work, you might feel like you're up against your employer.
But the truth is, your employer isn't the opponent, the insurance company is. You need a workers' comp attorney with the knowledge and experience to maximize your benefits.
Call Connors and Ferris today, as we have dedicated over 20 years of our professional careers to helping injured workers.
Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorneys.
Save the date. On Monday, June 29th, 2026, Section 5 is hosting its 4th annual Scholarship Golf Tournament at the Links at Greystone, beginning with a 10 a.m. shotgun start. All proceeds will benefit our Section 5 student athletes, as we are now able to provide $500 scholarships to each sport, thanks to our generous sponsors and donors. Visit section5.org/golf tournament for more information and to sign up for next year's scholarship golf tournament.
We begin quarter number 2 with Doug Kriego. My name is Gene Battaglia. Joel Balthaser, our director. The pride of lifespan, Patrick Sloan, on camera today. As it'll be Monroe with the jumper from the outside, will not go. Another offensive board, a little bump underneath. And we're seeing the physical talents of this Monroe team, in particular the second chance opportunities on the boards here, Doug.
That's been the huge difference so far is Monroe's activity on the offensive glass. You saw it there again. M.J. Marvin picking up his second foul for Wayne, so that's something to keep an eye on.
Yeah, Marvin, the sophomore, and here will be the interception and trying to go down the court. Putting it up, it won't go for Kuhn. The rebound here by Monroe. Monroe pushing it up. That's what they want to do. Twisting and turning, and then it goes into the lane, and another foul will be called.
That's 3 on Marvin, so he'll have to take a break.
That's a big, big call. M.J. Marvin.
Fouls on 22. M.J. Marvin is third. Second.
Yeah, third foul early here in the second quarter, and they've had trouble keeping Monroe off the glass already. Now they're going to have to work a little harder as a team in that effort with their big guy off.
Yeah, let's see if they pound it into Walker. Walker's camping out in the left block here, that zone, as it'll be kicked back. Or do they shoot simply over the top? Here's the little teardrop, will not go. The rebound underneath, put back up. That won't go by Reese, but he'll be at the line now. Jordan Reese to shoot 2.
Another offensive rebound. The length and size of Monroe and paying dividends early to rack up the offensive rebounds.
Jordan Reese, you want to talk about continuity, and this is a great kind of lesson for kids that are just starting out and playing modified, is Reese to shoot the first one, will not go. Reese, his coach when he was in 7th grade was Terrell Cunningham. So he goes from modified with coach to JV, and then Coach Cunningham, of course, now at varsity. So Jordan Reese here looking to cap off his senior year in style as Monroe going for their first sectional championship since the year 1982. 1 of 2 for Jordan Reese. He's got 3 today. That extends the lead to 12-5. Going, and that'll go off the glass. Jack Miles.
Much needed points for Wayne. They've seen one go through. Now we'll see if that can get them going a little bit here.
Miles with 4 of the 7 points. Richard Miles with a 3-pointer to open the scoring, and that's been it for here the Eagles so far. Here's a 3-point attempt from way out, will not go, and the rebound underneath by Jack Miles. We'll see if Wayne can get something going, down by 5 here in the second. Miles at the foul line, putting it up, that won't go. Things are not going for Wayne. Monroe pushing it 3-on-3 the other direction. From the outside, no. What do we have? Was he touching the base, the sideline there?
Yep, stepped out of bounds there.
So that was John Hardy. And for all these athletes coming into the Blue Cross, what are the challenges when you're coming into an arena like this, where your depth perception and just everything might be just a little different than what you're used to? And shot will not go, and the rebound underneath.
Leak out.
Holmes getting it out and putting it ahead. Holmes to Brian Walker. Walker now with 6 points.
Took Coach Thompson shaking his head. If nothing else, you got to be able to get back and defend, and they've been beaten a couple times down court.
Oh, a block by the senior Jordan Reese. Reese with the block. Here's the direction. Reese running the floor. Reverse layup is good. And a timeout called by Wayne. Jordan Reese defensively, and then putting the finishing touches. Reese now with 6 points. Make it 5 points on the afternoon. Just a pretty end-to-end play here by the Redjackets. What a feed.
Yeah, zippy pass, then finishes on the other side of the basket. Good all the way around. And the formula you saw in the last couple of possessions here, Wayne, first possession, one shot and done. Monroe's running. Wayne can't set up their zone. Next possession, block shot, run out. Again, no zone defense, 2 easy baskets at the other end. That's the formula for success as we see Walker's run out there in the replay. We talked about a formula for sex. Get stops on one end, gets you into transition toward the other end. For Wayne, you got to convert. It's the best way to keep a team out of transition is you start making baskets, and they're just not right now.
You know, the Wayne fans were looking at the opposite side. Special hello to the Nightingale family and all those coming in today here to downtown Rochester as Bill Thompson now in his 24th year as head coach. But this is his first year in retirement. Where he said, and I've heard this from more than one. I know you're not like every day is Saturday. Like I've heard that once or twice. So congratulations to Coach Thompson and still doing what he loves, and that's coaching these athletes. Under 6 to go here before halftime. Kuhn, the outside. It'll be Richard Miles. Richard Miles with 3 points so far this afternoon. Twist, who is yet to score, feeding it down low to Kuhn. Kuhn didn't like it, getting it back. Shot clock at 12. Here's going to be Twist. Twist putting it up, and that'll get him going. Aiden Twist coming into today, averaging 22 a game, and that cuts it now to 16-10. See if Monroe can answer. Here's the shot from just outside the paint by Walker, and this is just a great ball movement here.
Yeah, great job by Miles to get into the paint, 2 feet into the paint, find your open shooter. And now we've got a player down here.
As we go back to live action, and that's going to be Aiden Twist, and took a
hard fall. I think.
Yeah, he's they're going to give him an extra minute here.
But you mentioned it before, Twist, 22 points a game. We're 11 minutes into the game. He just made his first field goal. So obviously the lack of points on the scoreboard for Wayne has a little bit to do with Monroe keeping Twist at bay here early. But despite all that, Monroe's really been impressive in playing the way they wanted to play, dictating the pace, as we talked about, as a key. But it's only a 6-point game, two possessions, basically.
And Twist, a 3-year starter for this team, and Twist will have the rebound here on the weak side. So here's your opportunity for Wayne can they get a run going here from the outside? Richard Miles, you betcha! His second 3 of the afternoon, and that cuts the Monroe lead here now to 16-13.
Richard Miles, second 3, as you said. He gets quiet for a minute offensively and then steps out and makes a huge shot.
As the shot by Walker will not go, and now the Wayne fans, the Wayne student section, starting to get into this. Can they cut here now to a single basket or maybe even tie it? Is in the lane? No. Taking an extra step there was Jack Miles. As we take a look at this last 3-pointer here by the man with the bushy hair there, Richard Miles.
Yeah, Richard, nice ball movement outside, decisive pass by Malachi Kuhn to set that up. And a big bucket, big points there for Wayne. Now they're clapping. They're sunk into their half-court zone now. Let's see if they can get a stop.
In the paint this goes, and the put-up is good. Brian Walker, who is so good on the inside there. Walker now with 8 points to lead all scorers. That's a good answer. It's a good plan to go to him.
Yeah, nice simple action. Get the penetration, little bounce pass to a one-on-one matchup to the more athletic guy, and Walker obliged with the bucket.
Aiden Twist from the outside. Didn't like it. Now gets it over to Jack Miles. Miles at the left elbow went up, caught it down, and the call is going to go against Monroe.
Got him on the elbow, I believe.
Fouls on number 3, John Hardy. That's his second.
So that's a second on Hardy.
At the line, Jack Miles, 2 shots.
And probably with this being late in the second, maybe that's the last we see of Hardy here this half. MJ Marvin on the bench with 3 fouls for Wayne. And the first shot will be good by Jack Miles.
You see Coach Thompson not going to take any chances here. He's got all 4 guys back ready to defend.
Miles 3 of 3 from the line here in this first half. And make it 4 of 4. Jack Miles, a junior.
So Wayne finding a little footing here offensively, and a lot of it has to do with their ability to penetrate to the paint and create plays off of that. We'll see if they continue with that action as the game goes on.
As they put up, that will not go. This should be a jump ball. It will be. Everybody looking back at the bench. It's going to go over to Wayne.
I think possession arrow should be Monroe, I think.
Well, the start the second quarter, it should. Yeah, I think they have it right.
Okay.
Well, let's.
Yep.
Yep.
Coming down.
Yep. So it will be Wayne ball. You had that call that went two different ways on the block charge.
Okay.
That
Gotcha.
it was our first arrow. Twist handing it over to Malachi Kuhn. Twist getting it back. Twist, top of the key jumper, rolls in. That's a shooter's touch there for Aiden Twist. He's got 5 points this afternoon. That cuts it to a 1-point game.
1-point game. We mentioned that they were down 6, but not a big bulge there. Now Monroe's going to have to continue to play efficiently and aggressive like they have been.
Jumper from the outside will not go. The rebound by Jack Miles underneath. Getting it over to Twist. Twist for 3 on the lead. Aiden Twist has come alive here in the second quarter. He's got 8 points. Timeout Monroe.
Yeah, deadly shooter we talked about coming in, and Monroe lost track of him on that one, and he made him pay big time. The Wayne train is rolling here. That's let's see if my math is correct. That's a 7-2. No. Am I wrong? Yeah, 7-2 run, but
that can't happen if you're Monroe.
No.
That cannot happen. If there's one player, they are not playing a zone. You got to pay attention to number 1. That's a free look they just gave him there.
Yeah, he's he can hit those shots. He's a prolific shooter. He really is. And sometimes the Blue Cross Arena will give some shooters fits, but right now, Aiden Twist, the last couple of minutes, is starting to heat up.
There was a coach years ago, Rudy Tomjanovich with the Houston Rockets, and they were like a 6 seed. They ended up winning the thing, right? And they asked him afterward, how'd you do it? Never underestimate the heart of a champion. It's a Wayne team that has won a lot over the last years. And granted, they're a 3 seed, and maybe people have lower expectations for them this year. Doug, I can tell you inside that locker room, they don't have low expectations.
No.
As they will get the steal here. Wayne feeling it as Twist, getting it ahead to Richard Miles. Thought about the 3. Well, let's see if they just go in their half-court set here. That appears to be the case. That'll be knocked away. As will remain Eagle basketball. At the right elbow, it'll be Twist, twisting and turning. Gets his own rebound, putting it back up and in. Oh, Aiden Twist. Double digits now. I don't think he was expecting that one, Doug, to fall into his lap.
No, a fortuitous roll there for Aiden Twist, but he cashed it in. Monroe's got to answer here.
22-18 is Monroe trying to dig out of this now, and that long shot will not be good, but a long rebound is tracking it down will be Holmes. Holmes going to paint. That won't go. Another rebound, and this one will go in favor of the Wayne Eagles. Jack Miles here. Gets it over the timeline. Up top, it'll be Twist. Twist bounce pass over to Kuhn for 3. Yes! That is the 4th three-pointer for the Wayne Eagles, and they have their biggest lead of the afternoon. It's 25-18.
Kuhn knocking it down. Monroe cheating off of him to try to neutralize Twist, but Kuhn, who averages 3 points a game, has matched that number here already.
Head coach Bill Thompson called him scrappy this week. And this is Twist. Hey, he's open. I trust my teammate.
Twist drew a crowd, and then he found his teammate open, and Kuhn knocks it down. You're right. Kuhn, as you watch him in the half court on the defense, he's a really, really active defender on defense, a leader on this team, and does a lot for them beyond scoring, but a big shot there.
Well, this is a run. I have it as a 12-0 run here for Wayne, as this has flipped the script here. Late in the first half, we're under a minute to go, and there's another shot that will not fall, but it will remain Monroe basketball.
Well, it's what we talked about earlier. Wayne converting now offensively on their end, keeping Monroe a bit more out of transition these last couple of minutes, and it's paying dividends on the scoreboard.
Going down the lane, the shot, that won't fall. The rebound put back, that won't go. And then tracking it down. And the long outlet pass will be knocked away, but it goes into Twist's hands, and he puts it up and in. Aiden Twist with 12 points, all in the second quarter.
And I think with 5 minutes left, we pointed out he hadn't scored yet, so Aiden Twist percolating here.
In the paint, as Walker using his body create a little space to put back, and there's a lid on the basket right now for Monroe, and now Wayne can hold for the last shot.
You're right, Monroe is getting second chances. They saw another one there, but they just can't convert here.
So here's Twist, and it's going to be Reese on Twist, and he gets the pick. That's going to allow the shot. That won't go. The rebound underneath, and Monroe 2-1, and nearly giving it away at the end. That wouldn't have counted. We take another look, and Doug, how did Wayne kind of find their footing here in the second quarter to take the lead?
Well, I think that, Wayne, you see the transition basket there. They scored it in multiple ways. One way that I mentioned earlier was they were making penetration to the paint. The Monroe defenders were collapsing, and then they would kick it out, make an extra pass, and get an open shot, and they started making them. Monroe on the offensive end, just like you said, lid on the basket. They weren't getting into transition those last few minutes, and probably halftime came at the right time for Coach Cunningham. Get his guys reset for the second half.
We will step aside. 10 minutes going up on the board as teams heading back to their locker rooms. Halftime here in the Blue Cross Arena, the Class A championship game. Thank you for watching here. We'll be back with a minute remaining on the clock here at the half on the Section 5 Broadcast Network.
You're watching the Section 5 Broadcast Network. Produced by Varsity Media.
After you've been injured at work, you might feel like you're up against your employer.
But the truth is, your employer isn't the opponent, the insurance company is. You need a workers' comp attorney with the knowledge and experience to maximize your benefits.
Call Connors and Ferris today, as we have dedicated over 20 years of our professional careers to helping injured workers.
Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorneys.
Save the date. On Monday, June 29th, 2026, Section 5 is hosting its 4th annual Scholarship Golf Tournament at the Links at Greystone, beginning with a 10 a.m. shotgun start. All proceeds will benefit our Section 5 student athletes, as we are now able to provide $500 scholarships to each sport, thanks to our generous sponsors and donors. Visit section5.org/golf tournament for more information and to sign up for next year's Scholarship Golf Tournament. Section 5 fans can now watch sectional championship games and productions live or on demand for just $8 per event on the Section 5 Broadcast Network. The production may include features such as score overlays, graphics, announcers, instant replay, and multiple camera angles. Do you watch a lot of sectional events or consider yourself a super fan? Then consider purchasing a season pass to watch as many events during the sectional season as you'd like. Want to save that production and remember those championship moments forever? Now you can download the entire video for just $20 per event and cherish those moments forever. Are you ready to start watching? Download the Section 5 Broadcast Network app, available on any mobile device or popular TV platforms. Or watch directly from your computer by visiting sectionv.org/watch. Since 1922, Rochester Rotary Sunshine Camp has provided an opportunity for children with disabilities to simply have fun. Each year, more than 2,500 kids enjoy a one-of-a-kind camping experience at our 157-acre camp in Rush, New York. Our staff members are experienced and highly trained to work with children facing all kinds of physical challenges. At Rochester Rotary Sunshine Camp, kids with disabilities get the chance to have fun and just be kids. For more information, please visit us at sunshinecamp.org.
slow down, dude. We're not trying to break the sound barrier.
Wow! Wide turn, buddy. What the heck? Whew.
Hey, you got your blinker on, bud. Hey, driver, 2 hands on the wheel, please. 10 and 2, not when and 2.
Gotta be kidding me.
Oh, nice. I love the Rolling Stones. Almost as much as you love the Rolling Stops. When and 2.
Gotta be kidding me.
Oh. Oh, nice. I love the Rolling Stones. Almost as much as you love the Rolling Stops. You know what? No music. Let's just go peace and quiet. Yeah, let me put you on speaker. I'm in a drift right now.
Is your driver as crappy as all the other
Oh,
ones?
yeah, for sure. This dude is a mess.
They're all a mess.
Seatbelt. Hey, if you think you can do a better job driving, why don't you give it a try next time?
Dude, I lost my license a year ago. Why do you think I needed the drift?
Unbelievable.
Nobody likes a backseat driver.
Where is everybody? I thought there was a game today.
Not even the game day officials. Empty stadiums could soon be a reality due to the nationwide shortage of referees. It's time for spectators to bench the bad behavior and treat them with respect.
Oh, guess I need another drift.
Be loud, be proud, and be positive.
If you're interested in staying involved with the sports you've enjoyed over the years, we may have an opportunity for you. Section 5 Athletics is currently looking for officials for several sports. Serving as a Section 5 official provides a great way to stay active, contribute to the sports you love, and earn money while making your own schedule. Visit section5.org/officials for more information and to express your interest. Looking for a great way to commemorate this season's sectionals? Section 5 Athletics is excited to work with Mugs & More to offer a variety of apparel options for each sport and each season. Items include graphics specifically developed to feature the sport and year, including items such as hoodies, hats, pants, and more. Apparel for each season is available for a limited time, so don't miss your chance. Visit section5.org/mugsandmore to see the many options and place your order today.
You need a workers' comp attorney with the knowledge and experience to maximize your benefits.
We have dedicated over 20 years to helping injured workers.
Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorneys.
Save the date. On Monday, June 29th, 2026, Section 5 is hosting its 4th annual Scholarship Golf Tournament at the Links at Greystone, beginning with a 10 a.m. shotgun start. All proceeds will benefit our Section 5 student athletes, as we are now able to provide $500 scholarships to each sport, thanks to our generous sponsors and donors. Visit section5.org/golf tournament for more information and to sign up for next year's Scholarship Golf Tournament. Since 1922, Rochester Rotary Sunshine Camp has provided an opportunity for children with disabilities to simply have fun. Each year, more than 2,500 kids enjoy a one-of-a-kind camping experience at our 157-acre camp in Rush, New York. Our staff members are experienced and highly trained to work with children facing all kinds of physical challenges. At Rochester Rotary Sunshine Camp, kids with disabilities get the chance to have fun and just be kids. For more information, please visit us at sunshinecamp.org.
Heading to the football game?
Yep, however you want to get there is good with me. You're the driver. Whoa! Slow down. We're not trying to break the sound barrier. Both hands on the wheel, 10 and 2.
Gotta be kidding.
Hey, buddy, I'm trying to get there on time. Seriously, dude? You almost broke my neck, rookie.
How about a little classic rock?
I bet you like the Rolling Stones as much as you like those Rolling Stops. You know what? No music. I just want some peace and quiet.
Hey, my eardrum.
Let me put you on speakerphone. 1 second.
Is your driver as crappy as all the other ones?
Yeah, maybe worse. Dude's a total wreck.
They're all a mess.
Seatbelt. Get out. If you think you do a better job driving, why don't you give it a try next time?
No way, bud. I don't even have my license.
Unbelievable. Where do I find these people?
Nobody likes a backseat driver.
Where is everyone? There's supposed to be a game today.
Empty stadiums could soon be a reality due to the nationwide shortage of referees. It's time for spectators to bench the bad behavior and treat them with respect. Be loud, be proud, and be positive.
Section 5 fans can now watch sectional championship games and productions live or on demand for just $8 per event on the Section 5 Broadcast Network. The production may include features such as score overlays, graphics, announcers, instant replay, and multiple camera angles. Do you watch a lot of sectional events or consider yourself a super fan? Then consider purchasing a season pass to watch as many events during the sectional season as you'd like. Want to save that production and remember those championship moments forever? Now you can download the entire video for just $20 per event and cherish those moments forever. Are you ready to start watching? Download the Section 5 Broadcast Network app, available on any mobile device or popular TV platforms. Or watch directly from your computer by visiting sectionv.org/watch.
We begin here the second half as it's Wayne now leading Monroe 27-18. A 14-0 run there by the Eagles as we welcome in again our color commentator today, Doug Kriego. And Doug, what adjustments do you have to make here if you're Monroe, a Monroe team that came out great in the first quarter and then something was not right there in the second?
You know, sort of flipped the script in that second half. Monroe was getting stops, getting in transition, crashing the boards, penetrating, and that whole script flipped to where Wayne was starting to get in transition. Wayne was penetrating and dishing, and that's, you know, kind of what both these teams need to do is get 2 feet in the paint, find your open shooters, knock it down, and play defense.
Reese taking this to the rack, doesn't get it. Again, a little short in the rebound by Richard Miles, who will bring it into the front court. Miles on the far side, dishing it back to Jack Miles, right elbow. So another stop by Wayne. It's the Wayne defense helping out big time here. Malachi Kuhn between the circles. And Wayne okay with bleeding some clock here and then creating a little bit of space, but then drawing the foul was Jack Miles, and Miles for the third time today will be back at the foul line. Well, Jack Miles, 6 points in that first half.
Yeah, Jack had a good first half, solid, had a lot of touches, made plays at both ends, and he's a tough matchup. You know, he's probably 6'3". I don't have the official listing here, but 6'2", 6'3" probably. He got some length to him. As I mentioned, he's multi-dimensional on the offensive end. He can shoot it. He can put it on the deck. And he's just a junior, so good-looking player, Jack Miles.
And for all the practice you put in, you know, in through 12 months a year at the foul line, Jack Miles 6-6 from the foul line here today. That's helping out big time. And for the first time today, we have one team leading by double digits as that shot will not go. And Wayne picking up where they left off, forcing shots not to fall. And
Monroe's been struggling from the perimeter. They've not been making their shots, and Wayne has done a much better job rebounding as a team, limiting them to one opportunity.
Richard Miles handing it off. Kuhn, the bounce pass. Getting it back is Kuhn. The shot, that won't go. The tip out, long rebound, and it'll be Wayne getting another crack at this. Feeding it over. Here's Miles for three. That won't go, and this time coming away with a rebound off the tip will be Anthony Omebe. Omebe in the front court. Coach Cunningham calling him the team's enforcer, if you will. He provides a lot of physicality down low. He's setting up now on the post. Kicking it back. Here's the three-pointer by Holmes. That won't go. And the long rebound. Again, another shot that will not fall. And if you're not able to shoot over the top of the zone, dog, that is not going to fare well. As this will be put down and in by M.J. Marvin.
M.J. Marvin just reminded me they made that whole run when he was off the court. So they really really stepped up when their big fellow went out. Now he's back ready to pay some dividends in the second half.
Down low and taking it right away will be Jack Miles.
Well, that's 3 possessions, 1 shot and out for Monroe, which is good news for Wayne.
Wow, and another basket here.
That's basket for Marvin.
So Marvin back-to-back trips down the court. It's a 15-point lead. And if I have that right, it's a 20-0 run here altogether. And
there's the penetration again, 2 feet into the paint. Defense rotates, dump down to your teammate for an easy basket. Textbook there by Wayne on that possession. Here's another drive into the paint with a little dump down. It works. Good things happen when you get into the paint.
So Monroe, can they get a good look as Reese dishing it down low? Omebe puts it up and in. So Omebe on the dish from Jordan Reese. And, well, they needed that one. Omebe averaging 6 points per game. That's his first bucket this afternoon. Cuts the lead to 13. Here's Twist. And coming out on Twist will be Omebe. And Twist, that shot will not go. Omebe, his outlet pass, and it goes off a body. It still remained Monroe basketball.
I think they may have spoken to young Mr. Omebe during halftime. We didn't say his name a lot in the first half, but you've now said it several times here early. He's asserting himself on both ends, wants to put an imprint on this game.
As twisting is Walker. Walker putting it up and in.
That's Division I athleticism right there, folks, on display.
Walker with 10 of Monroe's 22 points. As Monroe's going to have to make every possession count here. Down by 11. Far side, it'll be Aiden Twist, and this still remain Wayne basketball.
And Monroe's last 2 baskets, including the one we're going to see here, have both been at the rim. As we mentioned, struggling from the perimeter, so find out a way to get shots at the rim, and Monroe's done that the last 2 possessions.
That will be a quick first step in college football coming up in 2 years, for sure. As now that shot in and out, and the rebound underneath by Walker. For Monroe, can they string some things together as Patton dishes it off our side? What do we have? And
stepped out.
Wow.
Which is interesting. You're on the bigger court here at the Blue Cross Arena, but still we've seen a couple guys now find that sideline behind him.
Richard Miles opened the game today with a 3-pointer. As Wayne spreading this out. Miles draws the double team, dishing it back. Here's the jumper. That will not go. And flying in for the rebound, Devarian Patton. Patton pushing it up the floor. Patton bounce pass left side to Holmes. Holmes getting it over to Reese. Reese twisting, turning, puts it up. That won't go. Reese getting his board, putting it up. He draws the foul.
Great work again on the offensive end by Monroe, getting it a shot at the rim. Reese staying with the play, using his length to get that rebound and get himself to the line. There's a look at it again. A little spin move into the lane. Stays with it and gets himself to the line. Nice play by Mr. Reese.
Yeah, MJ Marvin's playing with a 3 foul, so that doesn't go against him. It's Jack Miles getting his first. So it'll be Jordan Reese. He's 1 for 2, make it 2 for 3 from the line here this afternoon.
Bring that lead under double digits for Monroe. They've got a little bit of spark here. We'll see if they can keep things rolling as we've got about 12 minutes left, under 12 minutes left in this game.
Reese puts it too short. So it's a 10-point lead here for the Eagles. Took a little bit for Wayne to settle in the first quarter, but then 10 points by Aiden Twist in that second quarter. As now he'll be coming up Patton. Patton with it. He's got Reese on the wing. Reese head fakes a 3. Now he's going to drive into the paint. Puts it off balance. Off the back iron will not go. Richard Miles, the rebound. The finishing hasn't been there for Monroe.
Yeah, they've been sporadic, really, with their finishing and their shooting on that offensive end. Wayne's doing a good job contesting some of these shots. What's way out there?
Wow, high arcing shot by Miles. He'd like to have that one back. As bringing into the front court will be Hardy. Hardy, and he gets tied up. The whistle helping out there.
You know, it's interesting. I make this point every year, so if you've listened to me before, forgive me, but the kids get on this floor and there's 3 3-point lines.
Yeah.
And just they sort of subconsciously, peripherally see that third line and think they're behind the line normally where they would be in high school. And it makes you see a lot of these shots are behind that blue line on this court, and it's a little bit out of range for some kids.
Here's the off-balance jumper. That won't go, but drawing another foul. And that should be the second on Miles, Jack Miles.
I like what I see in the last few possessions. They're attacking, they're being aggressive. Monroe getting to the rim and or getting to the free throw line. That's a good approach, good attack for them.
So at the line here will be Taj Holmes. And he gets that first one to go. He had a three-pointer earlier today. I'm sorry, Doug.
No, you're fine. I was going to say, you asked earlier in the first half about effects on players having to play in this environment. That's one of them, is the 3 free throw lines. The other is just the cavernous, interior of the BCA and the lack of close backdrops, and the depth perception takes a lot of shooting away as well.
Well, the old floor used to have some dead spots. I remember from coming here watching Bonna basketball, and everybody kind of knew where they were. So good that the upgrade came along.
Yeah.
The Les Harrison court, the NBA Hall of Famer, of course, did so much in the early days for that league. Right there out of Rochester. Here's Wayne getting back on defense, and that's not going to be a nice stuff. A good stop there on Holmes. As Miles into the front court, and Wayne will slow this down. So the lead is down to 8. As we 2:15 and counting remaining here in the third. Twist going down the lane. Didn't like it last second. Tried to dish it off, and it went right into the hands of Brian Walker. Monroe running the floor outside. Here's the 3 ball by Holmes. It's good. Oh, and Monroe has cut the lead to 5. And that's Monroe basketball. Get out and run. And that's finishing the play. That's 8 points today for Taj Holmes.
Yeah, tremendous. Got the stop on one end. Twist affected by the length inside by Monroe. And then, as you mentioned, they've done really well in that first half when they're able to get into transition. Wayne's not getting set into that vaunted zone, and then they're finding open shooters making shots.
Monroe last year getting to the final. They lost to Canandaigua. We've won the championship 3 times. The last time, 1982.
82.
Isn't that something?
Where was I in 82?
You don't have to answer that.
I think I was in the cafeteria at school with my $6 million man lunch pail, I think.
Hey, you could get the mini block. What a fun way, if your son, daughter, grandson, granddaughter, wins a championship, or maybe you're just a supporter of the school. Section5.org mini block. That's what you want to play for, the block, and it's great that these are available just for $60. And again, today, if you enjoyed this broadcast, you can watch it back. And for anybody that might be watching this back maybe years, who knows? Well, today, it's Saturday, and it's 70 degrees out here, the first Saturday in the month of March, Doug.
It is.
Yeah.
I thought we might be able to move these games up to Cobb's Hill, but I don't know if I would have had support on that decision.
So spring is on the way, and glad you're with us here today on the Section 5 Broadcast Network with Doug Kriegel. My name is Gene Battaglia. As it's Wayne off the timeout, let's see what Coach Thompson set up for his team here. As this will be Jack Miles on the right wing, guarded by Reese, handing it back. Now Twist with it. Twist, the 3 ball does not go. And the rebound underneath, and then, wow, what a feisty play there. And that shot won't go. Credit to Malachi Kunam at offensive board, but in the end, it'll be Patton pushing it up the floor. Swinging it over to the far side. Patton getting it back. He's not thinking about it from there, no.
If there was a logo, that would be right where he was.
So Monroe gets into their half-court set. As in the paint, this is going to be Walker. Walker using that frame, putting it up and in. It's the Walker show. He's got 14 points. The lead is down to 3.
So tough when he catches it that deep in the paint because of his rise and his athleticism.
Oh, and then Twist lost the handle. He would have had an open layup. Twist somehow ends up open in the end, and he can't get it to go. We're under a minute to go here, as it will be from the outside, a 3-ball. Oh, that would have tied it. But instead now, they can hold for the last shot, can Wayne.
Turning into a game of runs here. Wayne now with the lid on the basket these last several minutes.
As the putback, oh, rejection underneath by Walker, and then out of bounds. That'll go.
Big time. That's D1. Athleticism again on display. You'll see a loose ball. Great job picking it up by Marvin, but Walker with the denial.
Walker is having himself a day. Again, traveling back from New York City this morning, running in a track meet representing Monroe. Has now the feed Walker. He puts it up, and it cuts the lead to 1. Wayne can push it up the floor. 5 seconds remaining. As now getting it, here will be Richard Miles. Miles at the horn, high arcing shot. It goes off the glass.
Count it.
The buzzer. At the end of 3, it's Wayne.
So that will only count for 2 as we look at this wild sequence. And I'm not sure there's anything defensively Monroe could have done any better there. As we'll take a look at Miles, his second 3-ball, actually his third 3-ball of the afternoon.
That was close to being a 3.
Okay, so
did
that
they give
wasn't
him 3?
They did not give him 3.
No, they
so
gave him 2.
So they only gave him 2.
There's our great team.
Yep.
Yeah, it looked like foot was on the line.
Yep. So it's the white you've got to concern yourself with, and yeah, he's clearly over there. But to get points at the end, right when Monroe had cut it to 1. 15-point lead, though. Cut the 3 here, Doug.
Cut the 3.
Yeah, this is what we wanted in this final, though.
Two
teams trading punches, and I'm not sure we had Brian Walker being the player stepping up today for Monroe, though, as on the inside, really, they don't, Wayne, have much of an answer for Brian Walker right now.
They have not. No, he's been his length and size inside, his activity and size. He's presenting himself. He's getting offensive rebounds. He's blocking shots, affecting shots. He's been a huge factor in the paint for Monroe. And now I don't know what to expect here in this fourth quarter. We've seen big runs by both teams, and we'll just buckle up here for these last 8 minutes.
Everybody take a deep breath here. This is what these teams have earned the right here to play in this championship game, and we begin the fourth quarter. 8 minutes to count down here. As Twist did not have a point in that third quarter, although he had some looks. Twist the head fake, and now he's going to drive, dishing it off left side, getting it over. Shot by Kuhn is good. Boy, that gritty player, Malachi Kuhn.
He is ready for the moment. 2 big threes by Kuhn off the penetration and kick from Twist.
They'll call that a 2, as now that will be answering the 2 quickly will be Jordan Reese.
Jordan Reese.
Great job by Reese getting free, and a nice, soft, touchy finish by him.
As Reese today with 7 points. Jack Miles at the elbow, kicking it back. 37-34 is our score, as the lead is at 3. Knocked away by Walker, and this will remain Wayne basketball. And playing MJ Marvin with the 3 fouls. Did not pick up another one in that third quarter, so Richard Miles from the baseline. Gets it back up top. The 12 remaining on the shot clock. Twist to create. Twist gets a pick from the elbow. Does not get it to go too strong. Rebound by Navarian Patton. A 3-ball would tie this game as Patton from the outside. Bounce pass inside. Oh, and then swing. It goes off of the hands of Reese underneath. Just a little too much English on that feed by Brian Walker.
A little bit, but again, presented himself in the middle of that zone. Marvin was playing off of him, so when he turned, looked for the dump down, didn't get it because Marvin was playing off of him. So,
oh, and then Reese, they're going to get a little bump. And for Reese, that'll be his second.
I don't think anybody other than Marvin really is in quote-unquote foul trouble, and he's just got 3 anyway. So fairly cleanly played and spread out in the foul category.
Yeah, in a championship game, you want everybody on the court, certainly. As we are down to 6:27 remaining, dare I say, in regulation. As now it'll be Twist putting it up. That will not go. And the rebound underneath by John Hardy. Patton, right side to Reese for the tie. No, off the back iron, no good. And the rebound by Walker. Here's another 3-ball from the outside. That will not go. Grazing the front iron was John Hardy. And that's the bugaboo today from Monroe from the outside. They just haven't been able to connect.
Yeah, the shooters have not been cashing in on those opportunities.
Here is an opportunity wide open will be number 3. Malachi Kuhn cannot get it to go, but a second chance here for Wayne. Here's going to be another long arcing shot. That will not go. Another offensive board to put back up and in by Jack Miles off the missed shot by Richard Miles.
Too many chances there for Wayne as they attack the glass and created opportunities. Big basket there.
Jack Miles with 12 points to lead the Eagles. Here's a shot there off the glass that will not go. And now Wayne with an opportunity here to open up some space. They're up by 5. They've got the basketball.
I like what Monroe's done. They've switched Hardy onto Twist, so that extra length, Hardy at 6'4", has been affecting Twist a little bit, which is why his scoring has gone quiet these last few minutes.
Off the hands, but getting it back will be Malachi has put it in. Malachi Kuhn. I beg your pardon. That's MJ Marvin.
That's Marvin. Nice little mid-range there from the big fella.
Marvin with 6 points. Wayne opening up a 7-point lead. Nice head fake by Patton. Fires and scores. Navarian Patton getting that to go. That's his first bucket of the afternoon. That's a big one, cutting the lead to 4.
Yeah, rattled that one home, but Patton is he's an ultimate competitor. Been in this program a long time, been on varsity since 8th grade. He's ready for the moment.
As from the outside is Miles Noby. Twist, rattling in and out. Another offensive board. Oh, and they're going to call the foul against Monroe.
It's on Patton, I believe.
Wayne has been getting the second chance shots. Take a look. And, the funny thing you mentioned about, you don't need to step back beyond that blue line. That doesn't matter here.
Didn't need to, but didn't affect Mr. Patton as he makes the NBA 3.
Well, Terrell Cunningham calls timeout. So both teams have ample timeouts here with 4:22 remaining. Good time here to just set up and talk about what you want to do on defense here as Wayne leading by 4. Second chance points for Wayne have been big here in the second half, Doug.
It absolutely has. They're getting good angles to get clean rebounds against the Monroe defense. But Monroe's defending fairly well. They're making Wayne take some contested shots on that end. So Monroe, I think, fairly happy with their effort. But again, like you said, tighten up the rebounding, get your stops, and get into transition if you're Monroe, and continue to try to attack that paint. I know Patton just made a big 3 there, but they've struggled from 3, so I think the formula for them is still penetration.
The dish to Marvin down low. And that Wayne bench fired up.
Yeah, these are the championship rounds, as they say. 4 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Got to get after it, leave it all on the floor. Who wants it?
So the fouls here, just to kind of reset that, Wayne has yet to pick up a foul here in this fourth quarter. 2 fouls for Monroe.
A long way from the bonus for either team.
Twist to inbound. Knocked away momentarily by Reese. Jack Miles with it from the outside. Miles makes a move. Miles twisting, turning, puts it up. He drew the foul. And Monroe upset about that.
Yeah, I think he did get him on the wrist there, but well defended otherwise by Mr. Reese. Really making Miles work.
That's his 3rd.
So Reese picking up number 3. Yep, he did.
Now, does that count as a broadcaster's or announcer's jinx there? We talked about the fact that how few fouls there have been. Right on cue.
Well, let's see. For Jack Miles today, he has been perfect. 7 of 7 from the line. I don't think I can jinx this young man. No,
there
of course
you go.
not.
Nothing but net.
No, that has been outstanding for Jack Miles today.
And those are the little things that you look at the end of the game if this ends up being a 2 or 3 point game. Miles 8 for 8, 7 for 7.
Long three by Patton. I know he's feeling it, but that caroms out. And now Wayne can slow this down. And another foul picked up quickly as that'll be Holmes with the reach in.
A little overzealous there on the defense on Holmes. Monroe likes to pressure the ball. We've seen it all night. A little bit of a reach there, and the referee right on top of it.
Kuhn bringing it over the timeline. He'll hand it off. Miles down low. This will be Twist up top. Twist gets around his defender, puts it up. Oh, big-time rejection by number 14, Brian Walker.
Walker has been huge, as you pointed out earlier, and that was a huge rejection right there. Twist got free, but you've got a 6'4" leaper like that protecting the rim for Monroe. That's a big weapon.
Feed to right side is Miles for three. No, it will not go. And the rebound, Monroe has numbers. Pushing it up the floor will be Holmes. Holmes putting it up. That will not go. The rebound put back up, and that will go in by John Hardy. Hardy's first bucket of the afternoon. That cuts the lead to 4.
Hardy's been doing a yeoman's work on the defensive end, as we said. He's chasing Aiden Twist around this half, so good for him to be the benefactor of the fast break there and get some points.
This is going to bring us down to 3 minutes remaining as Kuhn dishes it back out to Twist. And there, as you mentioned, Hardy on Twist. Here's the shot. No good, too strong. Rebound by Walker. Walker, long outlet pass, getting it too far. Oh, they're going to get the foul there. And no harm, no foul. That's only the first one by Wayne there. As that'll put an end to that fast break opportunity.
Not a bad foul there. A little too much arc on the ball from Walker. I don't think, wide receiver pass option in his freshman year anyway will be a thing. But nonetheless, big play, big-time play. Monroe with a chance here to cut this lead.
See if they can get it to Walker in the middle. Here's going to be the shot from the outside is good. Jordan Reese.
Reese can really stroke it out there. He's got nice pace on his jump shot. Nice form, and you saw nothing but net on that one.
Jordan Reese with 11 points. Here's a shot. Oh, they do not call the charge.
Oh, there's a call.
Oh, they call the block. It's an N1.
Ooh.
Oh, what a big call.
Big call, big-time play. Credit Wayne, though, on the make, getting that ball out quickly. Here's a look at Reese. Got free in the corner. Big-time shot. And then Wayne hurried it down the court at the other end. And here's a look at the contact.
Oh, I don't. MJ Marvin, that would have been his 4th. Instead, he's at the line, and he will not make it. So all these little things will add up in the end here. 45-42, Monroe with the basketball for the tie. No, that will not go. Holmes letting that one rip.
And again, it was a deep three, well beyond the blue line, and just a bit short. Good look, though, again, from Monroe, just a little deep.
Wide open underneath is Marvin. Marvin puts it up, will not go. And the rebound underneath, they're letting that one go. Whoa, and will they call a jump ball? Everybody looking back at the table. If they do, yep, it is going to be Monroe basketball.
There's a look, no-look pass from Jack Miles, and good job by Marvin avoiding Walker that time. And then the tie-up hustle play by Reese.
Where Reese that would have been his 4th. But at this point, you got to do that. That's the least of your concerns at this point. 2:04 remaining. From Monroe, maybe just a little too much individualistic. Guys just want to step up from the outside here, Doug.
Yeah, I think it's, again, you got to get back to being disciplined about moving the ball, attacking this Wayne zone on the angles as the ball moves, or getting it inside to Walker, who was very effective at the beginning of this quarter and the end of the third quarter.
As here we'll be bringing it up the floor will be Hardy. Under 2 minutes remaining. Hardy getting it back. Patton for the tie. It rattles in and out. The rebound put back up and in. Jordan Reese, 13 points.
Terrific job by Reese. He's heating up, making plays at both ends right now.
And we will get a timeout called by Bill Thompson.
Here comes the three, and you see Reese just kind of slip by Marvin. Great job by him crashing the board as soon as that shot went up. Big time play.
This is what we wanted, right? A one-possession game here.
What more could you ask for? Both of these teams, as you said earlier, exchanging heavy blows, making runs, and now we've gotten down under 2 minutes, a 1-point game, and anybody's game, no question.
Aiden Twist has 12 points, but they all came in the second quarter, which is interesting. And this is a great job, as you pointed out, by John Hardy, but it's been other guys like Jack Miles and MJ Marvin playing with the 3 fouls here. Has not picked up another one. He's got 8 points.
This is a team approach with Wayne. You've got 5 guys. We see Miles step out. He didn't make his 3, but he took one. You got 5 guys really that could step out and shoot it. You got 5 guys that can handle it. They're a tough matchup, no question about it. But Monroe's been up to the task tonight, and they're matching them blow for blow. And we've got 1:40 to decide this thing. Let's see Hardy getting his hometown Monroe fans going.
Yep. This is what you want. And now the Wayne fans starting to respond as well.
That's it. These fans, get off your hands. Be that 6th man for your team. Push them over the top.
All right, this War Memorial, Blue Cross Arena at the War Memorial, very loud right now as Miles handing it back. Here's Twist in the paint, dishing it back to Richard Miles. Kuhn at the foul line, picks up his dribble, has to do something with it, and he takes it away as Reese. Reese, the bounce pass. Monroe putting it up and drawing the foul. And Monroe with a chance from the foul line to perhaps take the lead on the fast break.
Fouls on Jack Miles.
Generating offense off of their defense. I think it was Hardy that may have affected that pass as they tried to get it to Twist. Yep, I see Hardy was offhand, knocked that one free, then they get going the other way. Creating offense off of your defense. Calling card for Monroe.
Holmes for 2, and he gets the first one. We are tied. Holmes today, now with 9 points. He's 3 of 3 from the line. And can Monroe erase a 15-point lead by Wayne to take the lead themselves? The answer right now is no. We're tied, but taking it right away. Oh, they call the foul. Oh, incredulous is Holmes.
2 great aggressive plays. First by Miles to get that rebound in traffic, but then you saw Holmes make a great effort to take it away.
Well, yep. He hits the hand there.
Yeah,
So
looked like he got him on the wrist.
Yep, got him on the wrist.
Referees have been doing a great job all night here. They know the stakes are high.
Then look who's at the line. Mr. Perfecto at the line today is Jack Miles. You don't have to worry about me doing the announcer jinx with Jack Miles.
He's already blown through that, hasn't he, Gene?
A perfect 9 of 9 from the line today, and let's not overlook that if Wayne is victorious. Make it 10 of 10 for Jack Miles. It's a 2-point lead. Now let's see if Monroe will call a timeout here. They will not. Coach Cunningham's going to let him play. With 1:10 remaining, Wayne leading by 2, Monroe with the basketball. Foul line, Walker putting it on the floor. Walker up and in, we're tied.
A nice strong move to spin, get your shoulder beneath your defender, and then have your way at the rim, and that's what Mr. Walker just did. Big time play.
Brian Walker with 14 points to lead the Red Jackets here in a tie game. Oh, we have a travel!
That's Hardy again, the pressure defense, forcing the travel. Timeout here for Wayne. No, I'm not sure. Thought it was a timeout.
He was calling. He's saying he had the timeout.
Okay.
Well, Bill Thompson, you can't go back and litigate that.
No.
Let's see here. Do we see Coach? He's calling the timeout. Yep. You can't assume the official's going to see it and hear it, though.
Yep.
That's just too close. I can understand what Coach is saying, but we continue on. Now Monroe cannot hold for the last shot here in a tie game. It's Nevarian Patton dishing it off. Who else? Walker to the outside. Lob pass. Getting it back is Patton. Patton over to Walker. Walker in the paint puts it up and in. And Monroe takes the lead with 26 seconds remaining.
Another huge move by Walker, using his strength inside and powering through the contact. Big time play.
As bringing it up will be Jack Miles. They're going to let them play. We are down here to the closing seconds. 10 seconds remaining. Wayne has to get a shot off. Here's going to be the 3 ball. Does not go. Oh, the rebound by Walker. Walker is fouled.
Well defended by Monroe, forcing a tough rushed 3 by Wayne. And here's a look at Walker again, doing work inside. Out to Hardy. Patton beats the overplay, and then a little pocket pass, and then Walker does the rest with his strength. Really, really nice sequence for Monroe.
Twist within inches of the steal. Now that's Wayne calling the timeout. Officially on the clock here, 3.9 seconds remaining. Problem for Wayne is they only have 3 team fouls. So it's dire right now for Wayne. The easy second guess is you have the timeout there with 15 seconds remaining. You have to set up something, and that was not the shot to look as we take another look here at Walker. Now look at Twist. Twist is nearly going to come up with a steal. And who else but Walker? Walker lowering the shoulder.
Yeah, you make a great point, Gene. They've got fouls to give with this 3.9. This ball will be inbounded under the Wayne basket, so they've got to hope for a steal here because they're not going to get them to the line with 4 fouls until they get to the bonus in 4 seconds. So Monroe is in I don't know what you want to call it. They're in good shape at the moment. Wayne's going to have to do something dramatic here.
Yeah, it's basically a steal and shoot.
The old football play here.
Wow, what is this? Explain this, Doug.
This is the football play. You see a lot of teams do it. They kind of set up a play, line up just like you're on the line of scrimmage here. This is a kind of a newer thing the last couple of years. We've seen teams do this.
So Wayne with 1 timeout remaining. Here's going to be the inbound pass. And there's the quick foul. And on the clock here at the Blue Cross, that took all of half a second off.
That's the problem. They've got 3 more fouls they have to make.
Wow. Here. So you're hoping for 1 steal out of this whole sequence.
Yeah, and it's really tough. You've got a Division I wide receiver running routes out there on the inbounds. And
this will be the inbound pass, getting over to Patton. Patton with a quick foul. And that took off 0.7, 2.4 remaining.
On number 3, Malachi Kuhn is 5th.
And Malachi Kuhn is fouled out. So Malachi Kuhn, a senior, and not the way you want it to end, certainly, barring some miraculous play.
This is my mistake, I think. So we're going to the bonus here with 5 fouls.
With 5 fouls, yep. So it's like kind of like what they did in Division I women's basketball, where they went to the quarter 5 fouls, so double bonus. As it will be number 1, Navarian Patton. He has been on this team since 8th grade, and there's something poetic about him being on the line right now to help finish this off. Cannot get the first one to go.
Well, life for Wayne then. There will be at least, they'll get a shot at it here. Wayne does have 1 timeout left. Got to get this rebound, though, with Reese and Walker bearing down on the offensive glass if there's a miss.
Patton to make this a 3-point game. Does not get it to go, and then Wayne will call the timeout. So that took off just a fraction, and Wayne with 2.2 seconds remaining.
Full timeout.
You've got time for catch in motion, maybe 1 dribble,
This is a 30-second
and then a Hail Mary.
30 seconds, Wayne.
But time to do, like I said, you can get a catch and a dribble and a shot off here.
And what Monroe can't do is foul here, obviously, because they're at the limit. And with a 2-point lead, you can't afford that.
Right.
So,
yeah, you've got to be careful if you're Monroe, and if you're Wayne, you've got to attack, get somebody loose, and deliver a pass.
it's been a game of swings, back and forth and back and forth. Wayne looking to three-peat. Two-time sectional champ. They have not been tested like this, though, here in sectional play.
1982, you said, was the last title for Monroe. Wow.
Yeah. Here comes the prayer for Wayne to the midcourt stripe, knocked away. 2-1, putting it up. It is not going to go! And for the first time since 1982, the Redjackets of Monroe are sectional champions.
47.
Brian Walker, as he looks to throw it down. Have yourself a day. Started the day in New York City competing in a state track meet, and here he came offering everything and then some. A fantastic performance. And Monroe, as we take a look at this final sequence, they wanted Twist to take that shot.
Yeah, they did. And again, Hardy, what can you say? You didn't see this game, and you look in the paper tomorrow and see two or 4 points. I can't think of exactly what he had. You're going to not think much of it, but what an effort by Hardy on the defensive end and containing a Twist here in the second half. But you're right. I got to guess Walker isn't a distance runner, because if he was running distance in New York City, I'm really going to feel bad about my physicality.
It's fantastic. Like, yes, you're absolutely right. The job that John Hardy did defensively, we have to highlight that. And now Monroe, they're going to wait to see who they play next. It'll be the winner of the Class A Section 6 championship in Class A. The Far West Regional will be coming up as the teams shaking hands. What a fantastic game. And you know, Jack Miles today, 10 of 10 from the line. MJ Marvin, Aiden Twist. It's a team that, you know, when you look back at Wayne, nobody really had these expectations after losing Cameron Blankenberg, but they had their own, they defined their own identity this year.
I think a lot of people did write him off before the season started when Cam left, but these guys responded, they stepped up, they had a terrific season. You know, a tough loss tonight, they had a shot at it, but couldn't get it done. And Monroe, what a job by Coach Cunningham. You know, as you pointed out, they got down a couple of times, but kept fighting back, kept clawing back, kept using really an ultimate effort. And just the energy and effort these guys put out here tonight was super impressive. They played, you know, connected when they needed to and got the job done, and a terrific performance by Monroe.
And they're the team going over to salute their supporters, their fellow students, parents, everyone from Monroe. You got to be smiling. What a magical year, winning the state championship in football, and now sectional champions in Class A. So here's what we're going to do. We'll keep it right here, as we'll be sending it down for our award ceremony. As Doug, your final thoughts here in this Class A matchup.
Two really good basketball teams going at it. 2-point margin at the end of the game. Either of these teams could have won this game, but terrific play by both teams. But Monroe, you know, you really saw the effort, the energy, the determination of that group. They didn't shoot the ball great from perimeter. They didn't get lucky making a bunch of threes. They grinded this one out, and they're deserving of this title, and congratulations to them.
What a fun game, as we will have the award ceremony coming up here momentarily. Public address announcer.
The Coach of the Year Award in memory of Tom Downey is sponsored by Lilac Real Estate Services. It's presented annually to the coach in each of the 9 classifications who, in the opinion of his coaching peers, is the Coach of the Year in their respective classification. The award's being presented by Ed Storms. This year's Lilac Real Estate Services Coach of the Year in Class A is presented to Coach Ed Collins of the Geneva Panthers. The runner-up plaque is presented by AMS Enterprises to the second place team in each classification. This year's runner-up award in Class A goes to the Eagles of Wayne, Will the coach and captains of the Wayne Eagles please come forward to accept the award? Each member of the runner-up team will receive a silver medallion from Section 5. Will the members of the Eagles of Wayne please come forward when your names are called to receive your award? Number 33, Cooper Hout. Number 0, Matthew Zio. Number 2, Brody Newmeyer. Number 5, Carter Wiggins. Number 21, Quinton Hout. Number 11, Alex Barris. Number 15, Evan Harrisis. Number 24, Alex Lay. Number 25, Dylan Treasure. Starters for tonight's game, number 1, Aiden Twist. Number 3, Malachi Kuhn. Number 10, Jack Miles. Number 22, MJ Marvin. And number 30, Richard Miles. Assistant coach, Steve Corniker. And head coach of the Wayne Eagles, Bill Thompson. Ladies and gentlemen, please, one more time, a round of applause for our runners-up in Class A, the Wayne Eagles. The championship team will receive the Section 5 championship trophy provided by Section 5. And now, Ed Storrs, chairman of Section 5 boys basketball, and Dave Richardson, along with Kyle Crandall, members of the basketball committee, will present the 2026 championship trophy for Class A to the Redjackets of Monroe. Ladies and gentlemen, the tournament committee is proud to present a special award named in honor of the former chairman of Section 5 boys basketball, Bill Farrell, and sponsored by McLean Associates to the winning coach in each classification. At Storrs, it's proud to present this year's Bill Farrell Memorial Championship Coaching Award in Class A to Coach Terrell Cunningham of Monroe. Each member of the championship team will receive a Section 5 championship shield, a Section 5 championship t-shirt, a Section 5 gold medallion, a championship cap, compliments of Angelo Planning Group, and a championship cinch bag, courtesy of Ralph Honda and Trueform Manufacturing. Will the members of the Monroe Redjackets please come forward when your names are called to receive your award. Number 3, John Hardy. Number 15, Aiden Thomas. Number 11, Cameron Mullins. Number 12, Juan Arayo. Number 13, Jordan Thomas. Number 23, Dante Powell. Number 24, Xavier Laster. Starters for tonight's game, Marion Patton. Number 2, Tajir Holmes. Number 4, Jordan Reese. Number 10, Anthony Amebe. Number 14, Brian Walker. Assistant coach, Ray Smith. Assistant coach, Taysom Morrison. And the head coach, once again, of the Monroe Redjackets, Terrell Cunningham. Fans, Friends of Section 5 is providing sportsmanship awards to the players from each finalist in each classification who best exemplify good sportsmanship both on and off the court. This year's Friends of Section 5 Sportsmanship Awards are presented to John Hardy of Monroe and Malachi Kuhn of Wayne. Throughout the tournament, an independent panel of people knowledgeable of the game of basketball vote for the outstanding players in each classification during the last 2 rounds of tournament play. These votes are then tabulated to determine the all-tournament team and most valuable player in each classification. Members of the all-tournament team will receive a commemorative plaque, sponsored by Connors and Ferris, LLP. The 2026 all-tournament team for Class A is as follows. From Geneva, Caden Larson. From Wayne, Jack Miles. From Monroe, Jordan Reese. From Wayne, Richard Miles. From Monroe, Tajir Holmes. from Wayne, Aiden Twist. The final member of the all-tournament team is the American Rock Salt Most Valuable Player. The award is presented to the player in each classification who, in the opinion of the voters, made the most significant individual contribution during tournament play. The 2026 American Rock Salt Most Valuable Player award in Class A is from Monroe, Brian Walker. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for attending tonight's game. At this time, if you are leaving the building, we ask that you...
Section 5 champions have been crowned.
Back up top, Harriman wins it! Harriman for HFL in double overtime!
Now you can purchase the ultimate keepsake by downloading